once Timber's level 3, drow doesn't do anything.
They're finally going on bottom. Durex is waiting for it, even with the dire Observer Ward in the lane. They were unable to react in time to OG's aggression. The double stuns just hold you in position for so long. Meanwhile, Thompson actually gets solo killed by ASD. The Tiny hits the combination and the tree. And drow about the heavy rotations, but top lane is totally abandoned from both teams. Which means attention turns elsewhere. Thompson goes jungle now, he's got his level 6. And swap, well, they want to go for the kill over on Tiny. Follow-up stun is available. Need to keep that damage coming in, but the ET stop. Thompson knows he cannot be caught by this Chronosphere. There's not enough mana. Actually, he does if he uses the 6-stick charges, but with a quick silence, Faith Beyond, he's still holding those charges. No-Tail knows he's dead. The toss up and then the swap down. No-Tail will survive, actually destroying the damage, which means the magic missile hits into Innocence. They'll find the kill. The ET Spirit still sitting on top, and they're a little concerned as the storm is arriving, but the roar from Seb will cancel it. Avalanche creating some level of space, but down goes the ET. Vengeful Spirit with the double kill.
What he's anticipating will be a bigger teamfight play, and it is coming now, but now Caudle is dead and they're kind of on the back foot, so full on disengage mode. They don't get any more. Oh, Seb is in trouble.
Yeah, we're back to live. And swap
nice
away.
swap.
Seb on 17 HP. He'll give the roar out. That one attack is not enough from the Keeper of the Light to find the kill. Timber, he ain't done yet. He's looking for any kind of opening. Another quick blast. The amount of times that Luna has hit Seb is unbelievable. Maybe up on the top. He's trying to save him. The Vengeful Spirit's got a lot of damage into Faith Beyond. He's still got time to get away, but he puts himself inside the Chronosphere, which went to wide but was clipped on the edge. They'll pull him back in. The Funness is down, and the Stormbolt, well, it does fly from No-Tail. The kill on the Faceless Boy, but hello! Timbersaw has managed to arrive, and everyone from OG wants to get the heck.
He is no joke, so it's hard to use Cold Embrace and Curse in this game. I just think the Wyvern pick doesn't really solve many problems in my mind.
Easy Shadowblade walk up kill. OG feels so safe with their own Observer and Sentry, but this dire Observer Ward just sees way too much. No-Tail pops the wall. No, just to get back underneath the tower. It's level 4, but Timbersaw doesn't care about towers. That's a level 4 reactive army. He's got all the life in the world. He'll come underneath the tier 3 towers. No TP support because they're busy in mid, attacking in towards the Tiny and the Elder Titan.
Big kill.
So they're able to find 2 while Ego is being distracted. No-Tail is just juking this out. He can trigger the war cry again, but they cut him down. Still no TPs coming in. They know they can't kill him, so instead they just go for the tier 1 tower in mid. And now Timber, well, he'll come into this fight. The Boars are doing their work. ILTV stayed around a little bit longer, so they'll be able to kill off Innocence. The Timber Chain unable to do the damage into the Vengeful Spirit that he wanted to, and that's 3 heroes and a tier 1 tower going down.
That was sloppy from Innocence. He had Blinding Light the whole time, just walks up to Venge, gets stunned, and gets killed when he was in Blinding Light range the whole time. Probably overestimated the cast range of this spell, wanted to knock the Venge into the tower, but any Blinding Light just upward would have been enough to set up this Timber and save the tower. So OG gonna be very happy with this.
Smart from Durex. He put down the Sentry Ward, saw the Tiny coming in, so he had a chance to react, but it's still not enough. ASD will still find the kill. Faith Beyond's going to arrive. Time walk forward. Chronos off cooldown in 2 seconds time. Seb back underneath the tower.
Nice
VS is nearby. He's got the swap available. Seb, he has no way to really survive this, and there's nothing that ILTV can really do to help him. They're doing fine, but they may just have the chance to fight right down the mid lane. I say the chance. Have they got enough to get through the Timbersaw? The ET stop is out, but 7 No-Tail. They got around the back. Timbersaw able to chain himself out of it. And this is not the fight they were looking for, not to mention Tiny's in the back line. Thompson took a lot of damage, but not enough to kill him. Maybe Ego can finish that job. Finally, the Tiny will fall. Thompson swapped up and away from the fight. He couldn't stay on top of him and swap again. You just get interrupted. The Chrono is huge. Same with the Collar Blast right over the top of him. And a secondary one. That one won't do as much damage. The ET split up. ILTV couldn't get away in time, but they are now on the chase. OG. They smell blood in the water. The stomp, it will not create enough space from Destiny. He runs down, but the damage from the VS is so high, they'll curse up the Keeper of the Light just to hold him in position so they can finish the job. 4 heroes down from EHOME, and the positional play from OG is superb. They'll cap it off with a celebratory Roshan.
Yeah, they just flat out outplayed them in that fight. It looked like it was going to be terrible for OG after they opened on the Timbersaw, but I want to highlight one little juke Thompson did. Like, these small things make such a big difference. He dodged the last chakram that Timber threw toward him. If that chakram
then they move towards the middle lane. They want as many of these towers gone as possible. Curse is out, just holding the Faceless Void in possession, and now he jumps away. Maybe with this big blown ability, they won't want to go for more. Chrono's on cooldown for 16 seconds, but it's top lane. They're pushing in. This fight is happening against No-Tail and mid. The Cold Embrace making it difficult to fight, for the tier 3 tower is being brought down by Scepter and ILTV. They need to go back to defend this. EHOME that jumps out. Thompson's looking to try and defend with a quick blink away. They take the range racks. The ball of light never walk towards the light if you're OG, but they have no other choice. The two heroes will probably die up on top. Seb is just out of range, and it will in fact be ILTV going down. They still take the range racks. We are 20 minutes into this game. OG were on the ropes. More and more aggression. ILTV's thinking about the initiation. Stormbolt out to begin with. They'll swap him back over right in the middle of the Necrobooks. And the stun, cancelling the Timber Chain. He's got the one charge. Actually, the Bloodstone also been freed by Timber, but the Chrono catching three in the back line. But then the ET stun. Is it going to be enough? They're all coming into the light with the Curse. Tiny is also controlled, but the Vengeful Spirit is finally brought down. This is the fight you wanted for EHOME. One where Timber is alive. Seth will TP up and no, the stun. Faceless Void's going to bash him. It's a blink from Thompson, begins his own TP. He'll be able to survive. Seth will not be so lucky. EHOME knows, one, he's got Blink Dagger, and two, he's probably got a huge team that's behind him waiting for Winter's Curse. For 10 seconds till Chronosphere. Watch that countdown time.
Yeah, they're already smoked up, ready for it. There's now Crimson Guard in the Timbersaw, so not only is he tanky now, he's going to help his team out a lot in terms of surviving this Necro book. All of the right clicks from drow and Venge. Great curse, instant auto kill.
Goodbye to the Coddle, so you got no ball of light anymore. He does not have buyback available, but Jirax lost his own life. Board, there's some Faith Beyond. It's a good Chronosphere. Both Beastmaster and Vengeful Spirit caught inside of the Timbersaw. Can he get closer to finish the job? Seth still got the roar off in time, allowing the Vengeful Spirit more space to continue this fight, but the better space. ET Stomp and No-Tail and Thompson caught napping. As Ego can get back to the tower, they get the Cold Arrow hit into the Elder Titan. Can they keep the push going? Able to get a gust off, but ET up to the hillside. No-Tail has to go for the instant Stormbolt. Control up the Timbersaw. Keep him down. Move the Necrobooks a little bit closer. No-Tail's Warcry is giving him the movement speed just to get back and around the tier 2 tower, while as Thompson is blinking up on the hill, chasing down the ET with the gust. The Timbersaw slowed up. The Necrobooks are back, and Timbersaw is brought down. 70 seconds without buyback available. Base is under attack.
It's generally a good idea to kill off that illusion when you kill the Venge too. Just get rid of it. It's annoying.
Great Observer and Sentry once again sees so much. They got the curses out on the Keeper of the Light. They're grouped up for a double Son of No-Tail. Ego wants to come over to help out, but be careful. There is a Silver Edge Vengeful Spirit on the hunt, and both your supports are dead. Take Roshan, give Thompson a DD route, and then easily take Roshan.
There's no way they can test this. I think maybe this might sound weird, but maybe this is lucky for EHOME that their supports actually died, because I think they might have baited themselves into trying to fight here.
Yeah, Blink's high ground, totally blind. The Hawk is now in position, rather deep inside the EHOME base, so Keeper of the Light and ET will respawn. Keep in mind that top range right has gone down, not to mention No-Tail. He was adding pressure up there. They've come outside the base, look for that Chrono. 7 seconds till it's up. Jirax defensive fuel Scepter buys himself a little bit of time, toss up towards the air. He'll die on impact on the ground, and do they just let the Chronosphere go? Yeah, you do. Revealing the Vengeful Spirit. No way to hide. He has cheese available, but does he have the time when the Chrono wears off? Will he want to consume it? He does not. They hold it back. They almost claim the range racks in mid. That is the permanent damage that is applied.
I don't know if OG needed...
Who, well, don't have the Aegis of the cheese. Like the Aegis Immortal is in the hands of the Drow Ranger, and she's up on top trying to finish up the Butterfly.
Yeah. Actually, well, wait a second, Jirax, Shadowblading up. Going to talk about his items in a moment.
It doesn't when the item is good.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the reason Jirax has...
I guess you're going to go with one. Thompson actually TP's in. He's right on top of the chakram. They've got the silence on Timbersaw. Tries to use the Manta to dodge the stomp. It will not happen, but Seth found a better target. The Keeper of the Light up on the hill. They have to go over and help, but he's keeping the Necrobooks away, trying to actually get the kill into Innocence. ILTV can't find it, but Thompson will around the side. The Curse is out, giving more space for Seth and more damage to the Timber. The Gust is good. Tiny, he dodges dodging a lot of the damage thanks to the Ghost Scepter, and up goes the Timbersaw, and a Chrono Spear catching two, technically threes. ASC's caught in the edge of it, but Thompson, he'll take no damage when the Cold Embrace is holding him close. The jump away from Faith Beyond. He's out of mana, but look at the TP over from Jirax. He does not want to let Faith Beyond get out of here. TP scroll is available. Jump up begins the TP, and then a quick swap back out into the stun. Void is down for 75 seconds. Who's hemorrhaging now? Action? Is that time when you put a gem on the Timbersaw?
Yeah.
You just had enough of this?
You buy a gem.
While this is going on, up on the top lane, the arrows are flying in towards the Tiny Faces. Void jumped in as another Chrono Spear caught the drow, as well as the Beastmaster. Thompson swaps back out again by the VS, which means he'll lose his life, but how much damage can Thompson do? Not a lot when you have Destiny walking right on top, and then the stun from Nota. Space is created, the arrows from Thompson fly thick and fast. It's still a 2-for-2 trade-off at the end of this, and faces Void. He'll jump down, but Thompson jumps right along with it. Manasal at least break free of the time dilation. 3 heroes now down. Void has buyback, so does Keeper of the Light. They try to split him. Chrono down the bottom lane. Seb's out of position, but the double stun from Notel. Seb is still down. Thompson blinks over. He's already taken care of the mid-racks, so he comes over to be involved in the engagement. Notel once again, God's Strength now up, trying to beat that front liner. He wants him to go on him, and that's where the curse comes in. Over on the Tiny, swap him out, and the coaster in the back line. It does actually catch out Beastmaster. He will not be able to get the roll off, or will he? He's surviving so long. No, the roll will not come off. Thompson, Manda again trying to dodge, but failing to dodge that ET stomp. But it may not matter if Ego can't get back into relative safety. Another quick silence. This one's over on the ET. The Avalanche with the extra stuff is buying some more time, but not enough. Down goes the ET. Beastmaster still the only one down the OG. They're trying to get the Megas up, or I should say in their favor. Jump in, Faith Beyond. He has no Chrono Spear to use the next best thing for him, which is time dilation. But the studs, the ball is out. There's 3 heroes caught in this. OG, they're in a rough spot and they can't get back out, so BS using the BKB. I think he actually ended up getting it from the side, but now they just keep bouncing in. Is there more damage? Thompson pushes them away. That Avalanche didn't keep the chain stuns going, but that's why they have more of them. So much more of them. Thompson will finally fall. Wyvern should go down as well. Colin Brace is not protected from the Chakram, and then VS will join them in the afterlife. All 5 players from OG are down. 2 have buyback, but eHome are in recovery mode.
Find kills in their cooldowns, or they just get kited.
Look at what's coming on the Courier for Innocence. You've got the Refresher Orb coming in, so the Will-O-Wisp will be doubled up in the fights if there is one good fight. We saw it from eHome on bottom lane when OG tried to go through into the tier 3 tower, and just what happens when you get a 3-man Chrono Spear when Wyvern Curse is wasted. It's all about getting the perfect intervals. In that ultimate mid lane, Avalanche, toss combinations out, BKB, trigger from the Vengeful Spirit, trying to get away from the Wisp, and well, you will have Thompson pushed out of it, so there goes number 1. He's got the refresh wall, but the Chrono Spear is down for the Yule Scepter. Face the Void, can't do any damage, but ASD in through the back lines with the blink up. Here comes your secondary one. Thompson cannot be protected. He's too far outside the base. Push him up. Maybe not that far out. The Illuminate will not be able to connect. He's now going to be finally brought down. Will he finally be brought down? Well, this battle now shifts its way towards the top. Buybacks are available. Thompson will now use his. At eHome, they need to do more damage. They're chasing Thompson, the 3-man gut, creating space, blinding light from Innocence, pushing Thompson back into the engagement. And again, ASD, he's in the back line. OG can't have any line. 2 players down, the stuns are out. If Thompson dies, that may just be OG losing this game. He pushes down and into the trees, back to the fountain. Thompson will be able to survive, but what is the cost? ILTV, he's now down to a triple kill for Ego. eHome are inside the base. They're beginning their TPs out. ET will fall. Is there more stuns? The gust is up. Thompson, he wants to keep up the light. The Ghost Scepter once again causing them more trouble. They can't slow him down. Ego, he'll be able to push his way out. There was 1 tree for him to grab to, but Thompson stays with him. Now the buybacks are in. You've already got the ET there. Tiny looking for his own stun. Notel just wants to be the space creator. Back under the tier 3 tower. Another great brink from Thompson, avoiding this avalanche. But you know there's more where that came. Faith Beyond jumps in too. They'll move over towards Notel. How many heroes there without buyback, make it 4, and they may just go for the GG push. They have to go through a tier 3 tower, but where is the creep wave? They don't have the damage just yet. The creep wave is coming in a second. It will buy some time for Scepter to respawn. For Thompson, we know you've been pretty damn good before, but how good can you get now? They're moving forward. 3-4 heroes. Seb jumps out, looks at the Keeper of the Light, giving Thompson that high ground advantage. Seb moves over towards the tier 4 towers. They are ignoring Thompson, focusing on Seb. He's now down once again. Oh, there's a trouble up in the air, and that should be the game. Drow Rangers down. GG is the call. That game, it looked like OGs, it looked like eHomes, it looked like OGs again, then eHome again. But at the end of the day, it's eHomes.
That's probably the most exciting game we've had so far.
It has been.
Across this group.